Three, two, one, and...
Kia ora team, I'm Benny. Welcome to the People's Garden. Welcome to 2024. And welcome to Monday Morning Live, where today, as always, we'll be spreading love and giving flowers with Monday morning shout-outs. We'll do them in real time as people tune in. It wouldn't be Monday morning if it wasn't for some live gardening. Today, we're planting sage, and I'll tell you why very soon. We'll take a look back at the week. In fact, we'll take a look back at the year that was. And we'll take a look at the year that is to come. All those things and many more coming up right here, right now, on Monday Morning Live, where I think it's time for some live gardening. I bought the sage plant yesterday from the Marlborough Farmers Market. I'm fortunate enough to work there every Sunday now. I help to set up and run the market, and I do a little bit of filming here and there for my YouTube channel, which, as we know, is Grow with Benny's. Yesterday was a little bit special because I did my first ever live Facebook and Instagram posts from the Marlborough Farmers Market. The market manager basically passed me her phone and said, "Why don't you do something live on Facebook and Instagram?" And I went, "Why the heck not?" So I wandered round and bumped into people, basically gave a little tour of the market, and for the rest of the morning I had people coming to me saying, "Are you Benny? Are you the guy from Instagram?" It's a pretty nice little feeling. I bought this plant from my friend Lee. She works for the Marlborough Herb Society. And we're going to plant it today. There's a reason why we're planting sage. And I'm going to do something very soon that I've never ever done before on Monday Morning Live. I've never done it on Grow with Benny's. But today, being the first day of 2024, I believe it's time for a first. So for the first time ever, I'm going to do something I've never done before. I bet you can't wait. It's not going to be worth it. So this is golden sage. Now, I've started up, I'll show you shortly, a little herb area of my garden. It's over by the barbecue, and I love to pluck herbs off the plants and chuck them on the barbie. I even put a little bit of kale on the barbecue the other night. And trust me, if you haven't tried kale on the barbecue, after this show and after watching several hours of Grow with Benny's, go and cook some kale on the barbecue. It'll change your life. Now we're going to give this golden sage, see, it's in this little pot just here, Dr. Even. I'm going to give it the Benny squeeze, just to loosen the roots. I pre-watered this. As we know, never underestimate the value of water. Pre-watered it so it doesn't get any transplant shock. Morning huhara. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year. It's my mum, by the way. So we're giving it the Benny squeeze. We're going to do the Benny salute. And we're going to get ready to flip it. And we can see that the roots are fairly tightly wound there, so we're just going to unloosen those a little bit. Unloosen? Is that a word? Probably not. Pop it in there, backfill it with soil, pat it down. By the way, did you see the braise with us? He always is. We're going to give that some water. Some water. Give a little water, and there's our sage, planted right here, live, on Monday morning. Now I mentioned before that I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to read on the show. A little bit like Seinfeld. You eat, you sleep, you read. You read on the show. Here it goes, first time ever. Sage was once believed to give wisdom and prolong life, and its generic name, salvia, comes from the Latin verb salvere, to save. That's funny, because anyone who knows me knows that I'm notoriously cheap, stingy, tight, frugal, call it what you will. But I love at any opportunity to save money for my family. And what better place to do that than at the Marlborough Farmers Market every Sunday morning at the A&P Showgrounds from 9 until 12. Because you see, times are tough. I've got two young kids. They're just in there playing, and they never seem to stop eating. But what could be better to feed them than fresh, local, delicious produce? Like these strawberries, grown at the Golden Mile by my friends Stephen and Sally. Shout out to you. Happy birthday. Delicious.
And we're clear.
Just want to tell you a quick story. As I mentioned, I'm fortunate enough to work with Stephen and Sally at Golden Mile Produce. As I was pulling into work, I think it was on Thursday, just outside the gate, so they live on a farm, it's just out at Spring Creek. It's only 5 minutes out of town, it's literally just up the road. As I was pulling in, and went to pull into work, into their driveway, there were these two hitchhikers. And they were standing by the driveway with their thumbs out like this, wanting to get a lift, presumably to Nelson or Motueka or wherever. And I saw them there with their thumbs out like this, ready to get hitchhiking. And I thought, oh no. They're going to think that I'm indicating to pull over and pick them up. What could I do? I was off to work. So I put the indicator on, and sure enough, these two girls start jumping up and down. Yay, we got a ride, you know.